Hey guys, welcome back. This is Library of Orthonc, LOTR TCG. I've got a exciting unboxing video for you guys today. We have a time capsule of sorts here from the Decipher warehouse. And this was sent to me by my friend Roberto in Australia, and he came into some of these, so I thought it'd be really fun to unbox this on camera and show you guys what is in it. So this is what is called a P.O.P kit. So you see here, handle with care, retail, P.O.P materials enclosed. So anyone who doesn't know about retail, so P.O.P stands for point of purchase. So basically the idea would be is these are promotional items sent from Decipher that a retailer could have at the register to help promote Decipher games and encourage people to buy them. So so that's what this is, and it's still sealed. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox this on camera and see what's inside. So like I said, very fun that it's literally like unboxing a time capsule of what would have existed at that point in time to help help a retailer sell the game. So let's see what we've got. So first off here, let me just show you the letter. Well, that's kind of funny, but yeah, let's look at this first. So let's just kind of set this to the side. So this says this is a Decipher retail P.O.P kit. So you can see here it does include some things from Star Trek as well, but a lot of Lord of the Rings items. So let's just look at these and maybe pull them out as we see what we find. And this is basically looks like the checklist of the items. So if you want to pause and take a peek at that, you can. Here's kind of the top half. There's the bottom half. So yeah, so feel free to take a look at that. But what I'll try to do is pull the stuff out and then identify what it is on the checklist here. So this is a little note. This might actually be fun to look at. So this talks about, dear retail member, thank you for supporting Decipher products. And it talks about how they have the seller of the store would have the ability to interact face to face, and you know they're kind of convincing them about the products here. So one is the Fierce campaign. It's a new advertising campaign for Lord of the Rings TCG. Experience the biggest, baddest guys in the game. So hopefully here you can read that. But yeah, I won't bore you with reading the whole thing. So some of this is the Fierce campaign. Talks about Star Trek 2nd Edition. We're going to skip that. Obviously, there's the Fierce logo. And also talking about the Race to Mount Doom kits and Fellowship Booster Draft. Anyone who knows that's my favorite format is Fellowship Booster Draft. I've not ever played this Race to Mount Doom, but I hear that's pretty fun too. So yeah, so this is a letter from Warren Holland. That is explaining to the retail, you know, dear retail fellowship member. So yeah, you can tell it's definitely Lord of the Rings focused, with it being Fierce, with them calling them fellowship members. But it does have just that one little, of the 4 categories here, 3 of them are Lord of the Rings, with the Fierce campaign, Race to Mount Doom, and Fellowship Draft. So pretty cool. So there's the letter. Introductory letter. So we got the introductory letter and we got the checklist of the items. So this is obviously part of the Fierce campaign. Honestly, this looks pretty dumb to me, with it being like a macho muscle person. I like the Think, Be, Play, Fierce. That's a cool campaign, but I feel like this should be like an Urukai or something, not like a bodybuilder. I don't know. I feel like they missed the mark on that ad, but that's just a color glossy ad for the Fierce campaign. So yeah, I guess they were supposed to hang that up in the store. But like I said, looks kind of silly to me and has kind of not a very good reference to Lord of the Rings. Just kind of even says Decipher. Doesn't even really say Lord of the Rings. So I guess it's supposed to like tease you into asking, hey, what is that? You know, and then the retailer could say, oh, that's Lord of the Rings. So this actually looks cool. This is a Fierce t-shirt. So that's actually a little bit neater. Let's take a peek. I don't think there's any card art or anything on this either. I think it's just yeah. Oh yeah, that it does have a Lord of the Rings logo on the back. That's actually kind of cool. So it has the Lord of the Rings logo on the back, and then it says Fierce. So that is the next item. Gonna set some of this stuff off to the side. All right. So then the next thing we have, just pull some stuff out here. Not sure what this is. Have to, the rubber band is literally like turned into mush. Let me try to be careful with this because yeah, it looks like it's peeling up from that. Okay, so this is a big Star Trek window cling, so I'm not going to unroll that since that's not of interest to our game. But yeah, Star Trek window cling there. So that would be Star Trek window cling. All right, then got another thing that looks like that. This looks like a Lord of the Rings one though, so this must be Lord of the Rings window cling, a 12 by 24 window cling for the Two Towers block product. That'll be neat to see. So yeah, so it says Lord of the Rings. Can't really tell on here very well in the picture here, but in the background there is, I can't tell if that's even the tower of which of the two towers that is, but there is a tower in the background. Again, this is some pretty generic marketing. It doesn't really have pictures of the cards or anything on it. It does have a big logo of the card game here. And at the bottom it says Battle of Helm's Deep, March 2003, Ends of Fangorn, July 2003. So it is talking about the upcoming products. But again, it's just a very generic looking scene from the movie with just like a tower in the background. Like I said, without peeling that up, I can't tell even if that's the Tower of Orthanc, I think maybe is what that is. But yeah, so there's that. That is the Two Towers 12 by 24 inch window cling. So yeah, so much goodies in here, guys. Nothing amazing, but just a bunch of really cool stuff. This, again, probably kind of on the lamer category. This is a bag of Fierce tattoos. So that's, I guess, to go along with that silly Muscle Man campaign, is that you actually can get that Fierce tattoo for yourself. Yeah, like I said, that seemed like a sillier campaign to me, but two Ziploc bag containing 200 tattoos with the Fierce logo, and 2 adjustable hangers for mobiles. So those are to hang the mobiles. So there's that. Now we're talking about some cool stuff here. This is a massive bag full of Fellowship draft packs. That's pretty sweet. This is, like I said, guys, this is cracked open brand new, so this is exactly how it came. They didn't even really bother to package these very nicely. They're kind of floating around everywhere, but you guys know me. I love this Fellowship draft format, and these over the years have become quite scarce, but that would have been a cool way to introduce people to the format and probably get them to buy the old Fellowship blocks packs. If obviously this was coming out advertising Helm's Deep and Ents of Fangorn were in the thick of the Two Towers block, and so they're trying to kind of sell out still on some of the Fellowship product. So they gave you a full 8 Fellowship draft packs, so that's pretty sweet. Those are a very nice item. So that's definitely the coolest thing in here. Not as a rare weird item like a Fierce tattoo, but just a good item. So let's move these to the side. All right, and what is in there? Oh, actually, I've seen this before. This, I'll have to flatten that out so it's nice again, but that's the ad for the Fellowship draft pack. This is badass looking. Sauron there in Mount Doom, and then looks like it's going to open and explain the Fellowship booster draft. Why do retailers want it? Because it encourages in-store gaming and moves inventory. Yeah, it's kind of funny because it's literally, phrased from the perspective of the retailer trying to convince them, offer your customers the challenge of the Fellowship Draft Pack today. You can increase demand and sell more product. So yeah, it's very pretty basic capitalism in your face here as far as why you should carry it. But yeah, that's a really cool looking graphic though with Sauron on there. So I'm impressed with the graphic design of this. Not impressed with the wording, obviously. All cards used with the Fellowship Draft Packs must be from the Fellowship block. Make sure you have these in stock. So like I said, they're definitely pushing more Fellowship packs there. Fun, interactive, and addictive. Yeah, I agree actually about that, about the Fellowship draft format. So that's pretty cool. And there's showing a draft pack open there. That's a weird choice of a rare with Lurtz's Battle Cry. Encourages in-store gaming, the most popular type of in-store gaming, new type of gameplay for Lord of the Rings, new sanctioned format, appeals to casual and competitive, tests your deck building skills, reduces the luck factor. Yeah, that's some very good, that back is actually very nice. That's some good bullet points of why the Fellowship draft format is fun. So again, impressed with that for sure. So yeah, cool little Fellowship draft brochure there. And interesting, this is the rules for the Fellowship draft that they have, that they slip inside of the boxes. They also just gave you an extra one of those. So you got like 8 packs and the rule insert. So that's the same rule insert that you see in the boxes that they provided. All right. Getting down the wire a bit. Oh my, this is massive, guys. This is a literal vinyl banner. I think I've seen pictures of these before. I think this is going to be so big it's not going to show up on camera here, but let's maybe unwind a little of it and read about what that is. So that has got to be this first thing. The Lord of the Rings TCG Race to Mount Doom League banner, a 2-sided 18 by 60 vinyl banner. Yeah, so this is 5 feet long, with 3 grommets for easy hanging. One side has the Lord of the Rings TCG logo and 2 Towers movie art, and one side says Race to Mount Doom with 2 Towers movie art. So it's going to have the 2 Towers art, one part says Race to Mount Doom, and one part says Lord of the Rings TCG. So let's take a peek at this if we can. Yeah, this is very high quality printing. So yeah, so there it says Race to Mount Doom Players League, and has a very nice art in the background there. And then on the reverse, it supposedly says Lord of the Rings TCG, but I think that they're putting the text on the far right side of the banner, and then on the far left side of the banner is the picture. So here kind of you can see the picture on the back here, which is the Uruk-hai army with the Tower of Orthanc in the background there. That is awesome. That is really cool. So there is the banner there. To kind of flip it back again. So yeah, it's definitely actually different art on there, because that looks like maybe a little more close up. No, I think it's the same. So there's it's upside down here, guys, sorry, but there's the one side of it, and there's the other side of it. So that is cool. Very neat. Very nice banner. And then there's where it says Lord of the Rings trading card game. So give you one last actual right side up look at that art there. Decipher.com, the logo, and the tower there. That is awesome. So that's probably the coolest thing I've seen in here so far. So just quick roll this up here. All right. Well, this is fun, guys. Like I said, time capsule for sure. And all this stuff was packed into this, 18 by 12 inch box here. This looks like more just broken rubber band. The rubber bands have definitely not survived over time. And then looks like some more Star Trek stuff here. This must be the mobiles that you're supposed to fold up and make like a triangle mobile that shows stuff here. So yeah, that's pretty cool for Star Trek. Second edition, of course, at this point in time. But yeah, you're definitely supposed to fold this here into a mobile with the cards on one side, the pack on one side, the new universe, and that makes a little triangle that can spin from the ceiling. Let's see what they did for the Lord of the Rings one. That Star Trek one's very cool. Lord of the Rings, not impressed with you guys on this. It's just that plain fierce. Okay, that's cooler. At least as Grima. I'd say maybe a little excessive just putting one massive Grima. Maybe it'd be nice to see some other cards. That is a great card, of course, but it'd be nicer to see some other cards. And then what's in the middle here is a pack of 2 towers. So there's the Lord of the Rings one. Like I said, I think the graphic design on the Star Trek's a lot cooler because this is just massive pictures of each of the things. But that's kind of a cool mobile that you could hang from the ceiling. So you use like the little metal hanger that was in the tattoo pack, and then you hang that from the ceiling and kind of fold these things together on the back to make a triangle with this. So that's pretty neat, actually. Would have appreciated a little cooler graphic design. Oh, awesome. And then this is the brochure for the Race to Mount Doom League kit. So this is really neat. Nice museum quality printing texture on this pamphlet. And then the race is on. A new Race to Mount Doom League is guaranteed to create excitement and community among the Lord of the Rings TCG gamers for the next 6 months. The league will create a frenzy among players who want to win exclusive limited edition culture pins awarded as prizes. And there you can see the culture pins. I know I've seen those around from some people, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Culture pins. So those were your prizes. The deluxe kit includes everything needed for exciting in-store race nights for back-to-back league campaigns. Ringwraith, Elven, and Moria. And that's your different pins for those cultures. So that's pretty neat. Each league accommodates 20 or more players, and each of the 3 campaigns lasts 8 to 10 weeks. Get in on the ground floor of a program that will continue with collectible culture pins for years to come. Don't know how many years to come. I know they did a 2 Towers version of this and a Return of the King version of it, but like I said, it's kind of funny to hear them kind of like over-promote their products to the retailers. Talks about a customizable race path, innovative game text, 9 race sites that challenge players to modify their strategies in their deck. Yeah, so definitely does a nice, cool explanation there of the format. I won't read any more of that, but there's the trying to convince retailers to buy into the Race of Mount Doom League kits. So that's pretty cool. And then they can also facilitate casual play at home by buying Race to Mount Doom home kits with no prizes included. Players participating in retail kits can hone their skills by playing at home with their friends. So it's kind of like the store would buy the store kit, which has the exclusive pins, alternate art foil cards, and some of those things. But then you could also get the at-home kit as well. So that's pretty neat. So there's the store kits and the home kits, and that's what this kind of breaks down, is the Race to Mount Doom League kits. And this is showing, that's showing what I was just explaining. So you have a basic kit, you have an expansion kit, which is basically just more foil cards and collectible pins. So the expansion kit just comes with 12 foils, AI, Aowen, and Aemir foils, and 3 culture pins. So the expansion is just more prizes. The basic kit is the stuff for a retailer to do it. It includes 3 collectible pins, 12 Fellowship of the Ring foil cards, Cling, Race Path, all that. And then the home kit is basically the same stuff as the basic kit, except for it does not have the foil cards or the pins, doesn't have the prize stuff. So that's kind of neat how it breaks down the UPC code, what's contained in each one, and what their prices are. It's crazy to see these low of prices, or you could get a whole kit for $30. And special offer to retailer members only: purchase a basic kit and 2 expansion kits for only $65. So kind of giving you a deal if you buy more than one. So, and there's a close up of what's in those Race to Mount Doom kits. So that's pretty neat there. Well, cool. So that's those. And I think we're done now. This, I think, is just a block of packing material. So let me quick look that over here. Yep, yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's what we got, guys. Some pretty neat Lord of the Rings items. Let me just do one final once over, just giving you some of the close-ups of some of the cool items here. Just recapping the cool Lord of the Rings stuff that was in here. All right, well, that's pretty much it here. We've got our Fellowship draft packs and the brochure about that. We've got the brochure about the Race to Mount Doom League kit, as well as the poster that promotes, huge vinyl poster that promotes that. And then you've got the Fierce campaign with the tattoos. That's probably the dumbest thing, other than the shirt's pretty cool. So yeah, so that's kind of to recap the stuff here. Fierce campaign, that's these three things right here. Second edition, we're not going to worry about that. Race to Mount Doom League kits, that's really just the brochure here and the poster here. And then the Fellowship booster draft, that's the brochure here, the packs, the rules sheet, that's the Fellowship draft pack. And then this, I don't know if that falls under the Mount Doom League kit too or whatever, but that's just the promotional thing that you can hang from the ceiling. So there it is, guys. Like I said, nothing amazing other than I think this poster is pretty sweet. Everything else is pretty medium, but it's still just really cool to unpack and see the history right here of, you could have walked into a game store 20 years ago and seen all of this stuff put out to help promote the game. So that's just really cool to be able to go back in time in your mind and picture that and say, hey, I remember going into my local store and seeing some of this stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this and enjoyed taking a walk down memory lane with opening up this time capsule with me. Let me know if you enjoy this type of video. We've got a couple more things, probably not as neat as this, but we got a couple more promotional type products that we can review here too, and definitely excited to be able to feature this kind of video on my channel. So let me know how you guys like it. Again, please subscribe, like this video, and stay tuned.